All right, this is part 2 of the question that was being asked to me and stuff about, is it better for you to be leased on with the carrier, or is it better to get your own authority? And so, I gave the pros and cons about leasing on with the carrier. And so now we're going to the pros and cons of having your own authority. All right, now I better go into the con side first and stuff of having your own authority. Having your own authority is pretty much based upon this. The less knowledge that you have about getting into your own authority, the more money you're going to need to have saved up. Okay, because now everything is now based upon you and what you do. You have to make sure that everything and stuff is done. There's no one there reminding you that the things have to be done. It's you having to take that initiative to say, okay, I need to get this done in a quarterly manner. I got to get this filed in a quarterly manner. I have to get this paperwork done in a quarterly manner. I have to make sure that the carrier packets and stuff are filled out. I got to make sure that everything that's pertaining to business, the overall operation, is taken care of, so that no one's telling me and stuff that I'm shut down. Because any little technicality can come into play and stuff, and then you don't want to get to a scale house and they're pulling you in the back and telling you that, well, your authority's been suspended because of this, that, or whatever. It puts you in a very, very tough position, because see, now, you have to get the said matter taken care of, and it might not be as simple as, a phone call or whatever. It may have to take you actually going to a specific place, to get said matter taken care of. And so, you're out here on this road where you have someone's freight on the back of you, and they're expecting you to have it delivered at a certain time, and you can't do it on account that your authority's been suspended. These things happen. And so, you're in charge of that. Like I said, it's not to say that it's bad because it's your responsibility, but it's something that you definitely have to be prepared for. That's the complete and total aspect of business, is that, you're doing now what the people that you're leased on to is doing every day. The only difference is that they're paying people to run certain departments and stuff for them, a safety department, a payroll department, permits, finding loads and stuff. It's breaking down into different divisions inside of the carrier and stuff, and they have a person or people that can take care of that in that specific spot, where you now have to take care of all of this. You have to take care of all of this now, or hire somebody and stuff to do these things and stuff for you. You're responsible now to make sure that your fuel taxes is paid quarterly. Even though there are people out here that can take care of that for you, now you're responsible for that. It's a good thing, or it could be a bad thing if your mind is not fixated on, making sure that these things and stuff are done. You have to really multitask until you get it down packed to where it runs like a well-greased machine. That can also be done too. It's just, again, it aggravates a lot of people because of the responsibility aspect of what has to be, what's involved in having your own authority. Like I said, it's a blessing and it's a curse too. But if I can answer everything and stuff based upon the con side of it, that would be it right there, is that, it's very frustrating. So much so that, a lot of people just choose not to do it. But again, if it has to be done, and then you're on it and you're taking care of it and stuff like that, then, hey, you just know it's a task. It's a task that has to be done in order for you to operate your business, just like anything else and stuff you do, the other thing and stuff is, payroll. Is that now, you have to decide, okay, well, if I fill out a carrier packet and stuff, do these guys have good credit? Am I going to wait? Am I going to wait on the money, or am I going to get it factored? And am I going to make sure that all the factoring and stuff is done, so that they don't come back later on and say, well, hey, this guy's credit and stuff isn't good, and so now we gotta collect that money, that was probably paid out 3-4 months ago and stuff, and it happened to be a very good settlement. Now they're needing their money back and stuff, and you have to you have to interject yourself into making sure that the proper things and stuff are done so people can get paid. You know, pay is one of the biggest issues, but again, you know, it goes down to the responsibility aspect and making sure that the people that you do business with is doing what they're supposed to do, paying what's supposed to be paid and stuff, so that your business is able to operate. You know, that you have a consistent flow of cash coming into your business. You know, because after all, you set everything up and stuff, and you done the work, and so now, you know, once the work and stuff is done, because it was agreed upon that you was going to do it for this set amount right here and stuff, now we need payment for services rendered. You know, it's not something that they pay first and then you do secondly and stuff. You know, it's kind of a mutual trust thing. Or, you know, I'm good for it and I'll pay you at this certain amount and stuff, like, you know, I'll pay it on this certain day like that. So, you know, you have to be prepared for that. You know, if you're a single entity and stuff, then, you know, everything now, any little one thing can put you out of business, you know, so you have to make sure that you have everything set up so that whatever problem and stuff happens, you can take care of it and stuff. I mean, it can be things that's not even your fault. You know, we see these type of things all the time. You know, you can be at a ship or at a consignee and stuff waiting to get unloaded. Somebody's backing in and not paying attention to what they're doing, you know, and they back into your truck and stuff, you know, and your truck's not drivable, it's not operational and stuff, you know. You seen that with myself. Guy just backs up into me and stuff. I haven't even had the truck, maybe 3 months. Guy just backs into me, and you know, and right then and there and stuff, man. I mean, I was out of business. You know, I was out of business and stuff right then and there and stuff. You know, it's just luckily enough that I didn't have a load behind me and stuff. Everything was taken care of, and I was on my way home. But you know, a lot of times situations like that come up, you're not going to be in that. And so what kind of contingency plan that you have set up in play to combat that? Because these things happen. You know, things that are out of your control, that's not, you know, you certainly can't control another person's driving skill, you know, like it's said in the industry. You're only as safe out here in the industry as the unsafest person on the road. You know, so you have to have those things and stuff in play. What do you do in a situation like that? Are you prepared to get the truck to the shop and stuff? Are you prepared to go out here and get another piece of equipment to operate and stuff? You know, do you have that type of credit to do that? Does your insurance does it give you that ability to do that? You know, those sort of things there and stuff. You have to look at the total and complete aspect of everything out here, both big and small, and consider, okay, what if this happens? What will I have set in place stuff to take care of what has to be taken care of? All right. And so now the pro side to it is that you're finally in the seat where you have total and complete control over what you do. Now, everything that you speaked upon, everything that you worked up to and stuff got you to this moment. And so it's only full speed ahead. You know, the pro side to it is as limitless as the sky above us. You know, you have the absolute potential to push your business wherever it is that you want to go and stuff, as long as you have a contingency plan set up to combat whatever it is and stuff that has to be taken care of. You know, nothing can be bad for you if you see the potential of where you can be profitable. You know, so the best way to learn that and stuff, you know, is to go into the lease. You know, go into the lease and stuff, man. You know, bite around and stuff like that. Learn what they learned and stuff in order to get to get the wheels and stuff turning there. So you can apply that and stuff in your business ultimately, you know. But some people and stuff, man, can just jump right into getting their own authority and stuff, man, and that's that. But, you know, they still have coaches and stuff that's there that's giving them an insight about how business and stuff works. You know, they may have a few carrier packets and stuff filled out. You know, they may know some people. you know, so that pushes them along. But for someone that has no insight about the business whatsoever, then, you know, take the time and stuff to learn, you know, because before you are educated, you must learn. You must humble yourself to wisdom. And so as you get that wisdom, then you're able to apply it and stuff in your business and be very successful at it. So, you know, it's not to discourage anyone. You know, getting your own authority and stuff, and having your own business is ultimately what everyone's stuff works for, you know, and because of the work and stuff that's involved in it, it shouldn't discourage anyone from doing that. But if it does discourage you and stuff, then just understand that, you know, okay, I wasn't cut out for it, I wasn't made for it. But, you know, there's large amounts of work and stuff in anything, you know, in creating a legacy. And so that's what you're doing. You're creating a legacy and stuff that can be passed on to your next generation, and so on and so forth. You know, these mega corporations and stuff, you know, if you read the histories of how they got founded, you see that some of them started with just one truck and one trailer, you know, and a burning aspect to take the industry and stuff by storm. And so, you know, you could be the next mega carrier. I could be talking to the next mega carrier right now and stuff, you know, starting with one truck and one trailer, you know. So let no one discourage you and say that, well, you know, you can't do that in today's time and stuff like that, because those mega carriers of yesterday and stuff was told the same things, man. You ain't gonna be able to do it with this right here, that right there, you know. So just take that into consideration, because we're in a business where there's a lot of negativity out here and stuff, and starting your own business, you won't get a lot of praise and stuff, you know. But again, don't let the work discourage you. Do what you have to do and stuff to learn the complete aspects of the business, so that when you start it in whatever particular field you want to go into and stuff, that, you know, you have that understanding. And so that will conclude part 2 of the questionnaire and stuff that was passed on by the brother Brandon. I hope that helped you out a lot. And feel free to contact me and stuff directly if you have any questions, comments, concerns. You know, like I said, I'm learning the whole social media thing and stuff like that, so I can respond to some of your questions quickly. You know, like I said, contact me if you can and stuff, and as long as it's about the industry and stuff, I'll help you out as much as possible. And so with that being said, this is your man right here, the one and only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster, telling you as always, continue to do your research, fact finding studies, harness on your skills every day. Until next time we talk, next time we meet, be safe, be easy, and peace out.